Many questions still remain after a Niagara Region police officer was critically wounded by shots that were fired by a fellow officer on this country road just outside of Niagara Falls. Now, today we've been trying to get answers about what went on here from both the SIU and OPP. Very few neighbors along this country road were home when the shooting happened yesterday during the noon hour. Pat Rowland didn't hear the shots, but did hear the commotion of the police cars and ambulance rushing to the scene.
It was like chaos going on. All these cars were there, and the ambulance came, and something was going on. We were inside at that point. We didn't go outside because there was, when there's cops around, you just don't want to, right? And they were working on somebody, and they took somebody away in the ambulance, and then afterwards they put that tape up.
The two officers were here conducting a follow-up investigation to a drunk driving crash that happened in the area about 2 weeks ago. An altercation took place. A gun went off multiple times. One officer was seriously wounded. Right now, that's all we know. Ontario's Special Investigations Unit has invoked its mandate, meaning it's now looking into any wrongdoing by the officers involved. The Welland Tribune and St. Catharines Standard have named the officers as Constable Nathan Parker, who's now listed in stable condition, and Detective Sergeant Shane Donovan. Here in Ontario, a subject officer, or the one whose conduct is being investigated, is not obligated to give an interview to the SIU or even present their notes to investigators. CityNews has learned that the officer who fired the gun has been designated as a subject officer. We asked the SIU if he was cooperating with the investigation, but they would not comment. CityNews has also learned that the wounded constable, along with 12 other Niagara Region cops, have been designated as witnesses, and that means they have to participate in the investigation. As for a possible criminal element, the OPP is investigating that. I sent emails and went to the Niagara detachment to find out if the officer was still in custody and if charges are pending. My inquiries went unanswered.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Even though Niagara Region's top cop asked the OPP to release information. In a statement, the police chief said, "In the spirit of transparency, I've asked the Ontario Provincial Police to determine if there's any criminal culpability outside of the SIU scope." I did ask if the cop cruisers had dashboard cams that may have captured what happened. I also didn't get a response. Investigators have been canvassing the homes along this country road looking for video and witnesses. In Pelham, Shauna Hunt, City News.